Tonight on Max Wrestling, we bring you all the frights this Devil's Night, with all the action from Dynamite and a Monday night recap before the thrills of the promo climax. So sit back and relax as we deliver a Thursday thriller.
It's October 30th, and you know what that means. Happy Halloween Eve, or as we like to call it, Devil's Night. Welcome to Thriller Thursday, Max Wrestling, episode 559. I am your captain, along with El Jefe, Moses Marquez. And the scariest thing about WWE this week is that people are still watching. So I can't promise you captivating chat because it was all pretty dull. However, we do have promo action.
Boy, howdy, and a whole lot of it coming up on this Thriller Thursday. 2 blockbuster matches in the promo climax as former MDO teammates Cypher and Tedd P Dinero go one-on-one in the A block and in the Butcher block. Surprisingly, somehow, because it's still shocking me as well, for the first time ever, my opponent is the Blackheart of the CWO, Robert Davis. Plus, we are on the eve of Halloween, and we will hear from the current reigning Max Wrestling World Champion, the very scary, the very time-appropriate Demon S. So, now's the perfect time to make Max Wrestling your new home for all things wrestling, and all you got to do is hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. For those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, head on over to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is you get your podcast, and of course for a whole bunch of links and everything you can see that contains all of our being here at Max Wrestling. Head on over to the beautiful website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Yeah, and I recently updated all the champions pages too, so they look a little nicer. I'm in the process of updating some more pages too, and a lot of the information's out of date, so I need to update a lot of stuff.
Maintaining a site ain't easy, baby.
No, and it also doesn't help that we have a lot more matches than we used to. We used to have like 5 events a year, now we've got 1 every month. So
yeah, Lord have mercy, we've turned into the rest of the wrestling world.
We've done an AEW.
Yep.
Start with 5, work your way up to 12.
That's perfect. Done at AEW.
And make sure you check out the official Max Wrestling post-show After Max. The QR code is on the screen right now. Head on over. It is hosted by Flex Murdoch, a.k.a. Corey Cypher, a.k.a. Cypher, a.k.a. Corey Coulter, a.k.a. many, many, many names. You never know if anybody's going to show up or what's going to go down, because the end of the show is never the end of the show. There's just a couple of weeks left before we reach the finals of the tournament at promo series, so do not miss your chance to vote in the promo climax. Voting begins when After Max begins. So scan and go after the show. And speaking of the promo climax, let's take a look at those results from last week. So, there has been some changes. In Block A last week, we had Brew Capone versus the Phoenix. Brew Capone was chasing his first victory. And Phoenix was trying to maintain his second place or go back to the top. Brew surprised us last week by cutting his promo directly from a ring. Inside a ring. Never been done before. First time ever in Max Wrestling, promo from inside a wrestling ring. And it seems to have worked because he picks up the win with 57%. And he is now 3 points up on the board. Puts him in third place along with Rodney Stabovich. Aha! So that means no change to the leadership. Beer is still at the top of Block A with 7 points. And I think he's only got 1 match left.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, only just 1 left. Just 1. So that's...
Which,
I mean...
actually is against the Phoenix.
Lose it, baby. Oi.
So if my mathematics maths, then if Beer defeats the Phoenix, he wins Block A. Not so simple in Block B, because there's currently a few of us at the top on 7 points. Last week we had A.T. Rustler versus Daniel Crimmins, and with 71%, A.T. Rustler picks up the win and joins Robert Davis, myself, and Moses with 7 points. So there's 4 of us at the top. That probably will change next week when we get the results of Mo and Rob. One of them will take the lead this week.
It's, again, hot. There's and just like the G1, there's always one block that goes real smooth, and the other one that's going to give you twists, turns, uppercuts, and just farts to the face. I guess just craziness, overall craziness. And yeah, no, you're right. We got 2 weeks left, 4 till promo series where the final goes down. It's anybody's ball game right now in B, except for Blade Rodriguez. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. I mean, the B block could be decided in the next couple of matches because we got Rob and Moses this week, and I'm facing AC Rustler in the last week of the prelims, so it could all change in the next couple of weeks, in the final couple of weeks. All right, before we get into tonight on Max, we have some morons to address. Now, I'm going into this blind because I haven't really gotten into any arguments this week, but Chris has sent us something which we will look at in a sec, because some people think a Dudley death drop is how Harry Potter's cousin died. It's time for Shit Mark Say.
Oh no, Dudley.
They believe everything they read. Little virgins with crusty curtains. Nothing in their brains. This is the Shit Mark Say.
But I'm laughing already at the name.
The first word is the worst name I want to see on the first of anything. Fucking hell.
The name's already killing me. This comes from Nathaniel, trying to be better.
Hey.
This may not be the right way to go about it, Nathaniel. And what's his hashtag? Film hurts. All right.
Film hurts.
So he says, between WWE going full-on MAGA and AEW having the most toxic fandom I've ever seen, wrestling just has nothing worthwhile to offer anymore. And for the record, I don't think putting someone's head in a fish tank is bad for kids. I just think it's profoundly stupid.
Maybe it's waterboarding, but fine.
Okay, not the stupidest one we've had ever on Shit Mark Say, but I honestly would not say AEW has the most toxic fandom. If anything,
no.
AEW fans just want to watch AEW and be left in peace, mostly. And then it's just WWE fans that attack why are you watching AEW? Because I want to.
Yeah.
You should be watching WWE, but I like wrestling, so I do watch WWE as well. But why can I not watch AEW?
That's the craziest part of it, because you hit the nail right on the head. It's all fun and games until you reveal yourself as an AEW fan, and then they're like, but why?
Yeah, and they assume you're only an AEW fan, because in their heads, they're only a WWE fan. So,
but I'm so sick of, dude. Maybe, goddamn, I'm fucking. Every time I think about this, and then I put a number at how long ago, I'm just like, fuck, I'm old. Maybe 20 years ago, and I can really say that and really think 20 years ago, I was a straight WWE diehard, because there was really nothing else to offer. You know, TNA wasn't, maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. You know, I know a lot of people, you included, and especially Beer and some others, where TNA was a big, nice little extra piece of whatever. It took me another 2 or 3 years to find New Japan by that point. So it was like, I understand it, but and again, that was 20 years ago, yeah. But now I'm like, can I not just enjoy whatever it is? What TNA? What's the fuck Maple Leaf Pro? That random, like, we have random shows they've been busting out. You know what I mean? We just got the NXT TNA Invasion. You know, the fucking Halloween Havoc, where you throw in fucking AAA into the mix as well. Like, that was sick as all shit. We're going backwards as far as like bringing in people and working with other promotions. We're back to the territory days in that aspect, but we're actually able to provide it to the masses, unlike the way they used to back in the day, where it was good in this town, it was good in that area. But it's a great thing, and it's like, rather than, I don't want to say be territorial, because I really want to use a worse word, but I can't use a worse word. So as territorial as you can be, we don't fucking need to be. Nobody should be.
Nah.
But it's obviously not gonna go away, because WWE.
Yeah. As far as toxicity goes, I generally come across it being like, if you watch WWE, you're not allowed to watch AEW. If you watch AEW, sometimes you watch WWE, but WWE only fans will criticize AEW fans for watching AEW
all day long.
Whereas
And
AEW fans really aren't that bothered if you watch WWE, because a lot of us watch both. So we're just like, okay, it's not for me. I'm just watching this. You do you.
so as right as he is with the whole WWE going crazy MAGA, because they are, the toxicity is also on their side. And I hate to break it to you, it's partly due to that's just the WWE way, and it has been for fucking eons. But it is also because of the fucking MAGA nonsense. Because MAGA is either one way or you're not. You're either with us or you're not.
Yeah.
Rather than having a different opinion and being with us, no. You're either with us or you're not. And that is,
It's also
trust
money.
me, the money. The fucking the same shade of color green paints them all.
I will agree on the second part. There's a lot of dullness going on in wrestling lately.
Oh yeah.
Like I mentioned in the intro, not a lot happened on Raw to talk about. There was we're going to get into it in a sec, but there was a face-off between Punk and Jay, blah, blah, blah. The Nikki Bella is somehow Stephanie Vacca's buddy.
I don't know what's going
There's just not a lot going on.
Tina Power.
Like promo series, Survivor Series.
Attaboy, way to cheap plug it.
Is one of the big five, it's one of the original five, but it's also never really built up as much as Mania, SummerSlam, Rumble. So there's not a lot of build up going on right now. And as AEW, not bad, but not excellent.
Not much better.
And yeah, the fish tank stuff is very polar. The sickos liked it, everybody else was just like, what are we doing? and then there's some people that are just like, this is dangerous for kids.
Yeah, I don't understand the dangerous for kids part. Like, it's a fish tank that barely had water in it. They see worse shit on movies and TV, and you know what I mean. It's like, I hate saying it like this, but like seeing somebody get drowned is not a big fucking deal. Now, if he like held him down for like, were we arguing last weekend for like 10, 15 seconds where I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker might pass out. Then yeah, go ahead and bitch and complain all you want, but he waterboarded him. He gave him a swirly, you know what I mean, without a fucking toilet flush.
Yeah.
It was.
I've never seen a swirly in a wrestling match, but somehow kids know how to do that. I'll flush your head down the toilet. Where'd you learn that, John Moxley?
John Moxley put Darby's out head in the toilet. One day that's gonna happen now. I just put it out there in the ether. It's gonna happen.
But I didn't see any complaints when Darby zipped up Mox in a body bag and lit the fucking thing on fire.
For real. We're not. We can torch a man to death, but how dare you?
No fish tank.
But no fish tank, and how dare you attempt to give him a twirly?
If anything, the most danger I've seen from a fish tank is a little girl in Finding Nemo.
Yes. You hunt fucking.
That's more dangerous than John Moxley with a fish tank.
Jesus.
We got another one from Chris. This is not a fan so much. This is an old has been called Goldberg. I'm pretty sure he said something like this years ago, but now he must have said it again, and it's making the rounds all over social media. Goldberg states that WWE had some girl, now actually the quote I read was some Asian girl, surpass his undefeated streak on purpose. Some girl at WWE, they did it on purpose. I have nothing against the girl by any means, but yeah.
That might be the old one.
Yeah,
but
I've definitely read the
Asian
words "some Asian girl." Don't pretend you haven't heard of Asuka Goldberg. She's been around for like almost 10 years now in WWE.
I was saying, wasn't she wrestling when he fucking came back?
She was in NXT when he came back at some point in one of his runs.
It just proves to you how fucking clueless some of these old vets can be. You know what I mean? What's the old Kevin Nash fucking saying? If you're not fucking, 6'5" and 300 pounds, you shouldn't be world champion type of shit. You know what I mean? You got these fucking old heads and their goddamn cliches. You know the craziest dudes, some of the best old heads in the world didn't critique how you were or what it is you looked like or whatever the fuck. Like, they just went with it. Like, look at the Dusty Rhodeses of the world. You know what I mean? Fuck. Hell, look at I don't ever remember hearing Ric Flair bitch or complain about how motherfuckers looked. So.
No. And like.
Be relevant with what it is, dude. Like, so she's from fucking Japan. You don't look at the fucking young talent? You don't look at young talent? You're that fucking clueless to understand that there's up-and-comers? Like, come on.
And to even if we take out the Asian, to just say some girl, Asuka's literally won everything. She's her WWE accolades are like that big.
And again, in a 10-year span, where 2 of it was spent in NXT.
Yeah.
Was it more than 2? It was more than 2.
I'm gonna pull up. She was NXT champion once. She has been women's champion 3 times, SmackDown women's champion once, tag team champion 4 times. She's won Money in the Bank. She's won a Rumble.
Yep.
She is a Grand Slam champion. She
Yep.
she won the Mixed Match Challenge with The Miz.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's right. Fuck yeah. What an accolade right there.
Dude,
why is hold on. I know we're on a rant real quick about fucking Asuka, but why all of a sudden is like The Miz cool? When did The Miz get cool?
I think
or am I just that old now?
I warmed up to him more when I watched Miz and Mrs.
Okay, that's what it is. I'm too old now. That goddamn show got me too. All right.
Especially when he broke the cake.
Dude, that's episode 1 too.
And his dad's just like, oh no.
The most nonchalant ever. Oh no,
but the funny thing was he chose that cake because it was cheaper, and then because he broke it, he had to go back and buy the more expensive one that Maurice wanted in the first place.
So you wasted money on a cake.
But he learned
the hard way.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this comment from Goldberg out of anything other than pettiness. Because you know who Asuka is. She's super accomplished. You can't really criticize her overtaking your streak of being undefeated, which, let's face it, was bullshit anyway. And some of the numbers were fudged.
All the way fudged.
And like, let's be honest, Goldberg was famous when WCW went down. He'd only won the world title twice, I think. So he hadn't really accomplished much.
Did he win it twice? I don't remember him winning it back. Hold on, now I gotta fucking look. God bless America.
Okay, maybe it was once.
I don't remember him winning it a second time.
I'm probably getting confused because when he went to WWE, he won the world title and it was the big gold belt.
Yeah.
Where the fuck
That's for sure. Yeah, that one happened for sure.
Wikipedia, why are you being a dick? I want to see his championships.
I say, yeah, for real, Wikipedia.
Why are you hiding it?
Killing me. Killing me.
Ah, fuck's sake. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, one-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion when he beat Hollywood Hogan.
So one-time world champ, and you were undefeated for, what was it, 300-something days? Or no, 300-something opponents.
Yeah, which they would like have 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 matches, whatever. They would include house shows and all kinds of other bullshit. It's so fudged. It wasn't even funny.
And he's pissed, and most of them were squash matches too.
Yep.
And he's pissed that Asuka just out-wrestled everybody for like, what was it, 2 years almost? And has
2 years of domination.
So many more accolades under her belt too. So just bitter, petty old Goldberg.
Tonight on Max.
First up, Jade Cargill turns heel.
Yeah. I think again.
Wait. Actually, this fits in. I did actually get into an argument with somebody on for shit Mark say.
Oh,
Where
nice.
was it? And it was
Is
over
it
Jade.
over Jade
it was over
heel?
Jade
Okay.
and Tiff.
Nice.
Yeah, so Jade turned heel on Tiff on SmackDown, and it was posted somewhere. There it is. No, that's not it.
love it. That's not it.
There it is. It was posted
There.
somewhere, and I just commented recycle because we're getting Jade and Tiffany again.
Yeah.
And then Jason McCarthy comes in with name one promotion that never recycled anything, which is fair. But I said, well, I can't name one that's recycled so much for one person in a 9-month period. And he said, because they all do it, oh wait, they call it a rivalry or a feud. No, this ain't a rivalry or a feud. So, it's called rinsing and repeating. Because Tiffany Stratton, I love Tiffany Stratton. I think she's been amazing this year. But her entire reign has been Nia Jax, veteran. Nia Jax, veteran. Jade, Nia Jax, veteran. Nia Jax, crown jewel. Jade. Have you got nobody else for her?
It feels like no. It really does feel like no. And again, I understand where old boy's coming from. I didn't catch his name because he's a fucking turdberg. I get where he's coming from. Like, I do. Like, yes, I've seen many a feuds expand for months on end, 4 months, 5 months. How many feuds have like gone back and forth over again a 9-month period? 9 months, not even a year turnaround.
No.
Not even a year turnaround. No Jade title run. No any of this, any extra bullshit. Just, I went from you to Nia, now I'm back to you. There's nobody else. At least when, like, Bret Hart and Steve Austin were going at it, they had a break with fucking, actually, no. They were done after that. Okada at least had fucking Tanahashi and all the other fucking guys down his list. Like, I could think of, like, 9-month-long feuds with a bunch of different fucking opponents in between it, a bunch of different opponents in between it, not one.
No.
Not one.
Look at Rock and Austin at Mania. They had 3 matches at WrestleMania, but there was a year in between, 2 years in between each one,
Yes.
15, 17, and 19.
2
And
years in between.
each one was a different story, a different feud, different build-up. It wasn't rinse and repeat. It wasn't Austin beat The Rock at Mania, then he went on to Undertaker, and then went straight back to The Rock. There was a whole 2 years before he came back to The Rock. And again, 2 years after that.
Yeah, not 3 pay-per-views or PLEs, you know what I mean? Not, oh, hey, we went to fucking, when was the last time that she wrestled Jade? Wasn't that like SummerSlam?
I think SummerSlam was the first, and then they had a rematch, maybe on SmackDown.
So, again, so within 3 months, we're already going, or 4 months, we're already going back to this feud, and you want to bitch about fucking rinsing and repeating, and it's how everybody does it? Not to this close of an extent. Not 4 months after. Like, again, dude, you're on the right road, but you're driving on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, you got a point, but you're defending it in the wrong place. And obviously, going back with Jade, they had to turn her heel because she's already lost to Tiffany twice. So, without one of them turning heel, you had to do something new this time around, and maybe Jade will actually win it this time, but you've kind of lost the moment by having her lose twice after already going through a tournament. She won Queen of the Ring, then lost at SummerSlam. Then they had a rematch, and you think, oh, maybe this time. No. And I'm not complaining that Tiffany retained. I just think you fucking Jade over.
Yeah, because what all has she done to regain relevance within the 2-3 months of the out? I haven't seen anything worth a fucking damn. But again, we've pointed out, and I'm sure there's I'm hoping and praying that somebody else is pointing out to you that we have to find other opponents for her. Tiffany needs other opponents. I'm glad that she's on this historic run, and yes, she deserves it and all the other shit, but you don't deserve it if you're going to face just 2 people.
No.
Okay? Like that's where I'll draw the line. It's like, if you go on a run and there's nobody left to beat because you beat everybody a la fucking Tony Storm, you know what I mean? If you're not doing that, then yes, it is rinse and repeat.
That's a great comparison.
Argue it all you want, but yeah, she went down the whole roster. Anybody who was healthy, anybody who was whatever, people from fucking Japan, people from Ring of Honor. She went down the list and found some extras. And then they said, let's do a repeat because we got nobody. All right. hey, that match with Chris Statlander was real good, but you deserve a rematch for it because it's a title rematch, and that's how that works. So there's a reason for that quick turnaround. And I don't see Statlander going right back to Tony Storm after this fucking feud with Monet. No, because they're going to let shit breathe. So you got to give it more. Again, if you put, I'm going to be nice here, if you would have put two other bitches in between her and fucking between them and Jade, maybe you got a better argument.
And one of them not being Nia Jax.
Yeah, like again, two opponents in her almost year reign.
It was January she cashed in.
Yeah, almost year reign. Two opponents.
And
people would be fucking shitting bricks if it was somebody else.
And the other thing with Jade, a lot of people say she's lost momentum since losing to Tiff, which I agree with.
What?
Obviously, Jade seems to be the one that they're picking to dethrone Tiffany, which is great. But if you weren't ready to do it after Queen of the Ring at SummerSlam on a big stage, then you shouldn't have done it.
Period.
Just wait until you're ready to put the title on Jade, because she's got 2 losses now, and she's had to turn heel. The third one isn't going to mean as much as it would have done before.
No, and we talk about this shit all the time of how can you extend it? How can you extend it? How can you extend it? And the literal easiest thing you can do is chicanery. Have something go awry. Screw Jade out of it. Then you know what? Maybe this quick flip-flop turnaround and doesn't feel so fucking bad because you've left old girl on a string because you've screwed her over and screwed her over and screwed her over and screwed her over. Then she finally wins a big one. Rather than you went up to bat and you struck out. You had a shot at the PK and you went wide. You're rewarding them for movement and then telling them, but you're not there yet. Rather than again. And I get that Tiffany's squeaky clean and all this other shit. You could have a manager fuck people over for her. You can have her, secretly pay refs. You could come up with something. I hate to break it to you. This is professional wrestling where it started in the circus. So you can come up with whatever jackass story you want. Trust me, if you want jackass stories, Road Dogg's on the right show. All right? So I'm just saying, this is lazy booking. It's recycled, it's rewashed, it's good old-fashioned lazy.
Yes. We don't know who else to put her against, so we're going to put her against people she's already wrestled.
Again.
But, how many other women you got on SmackDown? Is Zelina on SmackDown, or is she on Raw now with Aleister Black?
Oh, fucking Christ. Now I got to look at
this. Cross and Scarlett 2.0. Don't even get it started on that one.
Right? All right, hold on. Where's the fucking No, not Raw. SmackDown. Alexa Bliss, Alba Fire, Bianca Belair, B-Fab, Candice LeRae, Charlotte Flair.
Julia.
Alexa, stop. She heard me say Alexa Bliss. Bananas, this fucking bitch. Nikki Cross, Meacham. We're not talking about Nia Jax anymore. And then, of course, Tiffany Stratton. And, yeah, Zelina Vega.
Yeah, so
there's fucking people. There's fucking people. Lazy.
Meanwhile, Shane Beer's not here because we're going to get a little bit into NXT. We got a new broken match with the Hardys in NXT.
Broken, all right. Fucking Christ.
But we've actually got the broken version in WWE now, and not the woken version, which thank you very much.
Good on the E for actually adapting, or NXT I should say, for adapting it from TNA. Don't fucking switch it for some bullshit. Good job.
Yeah. So the Hardys lost the tag team titles to Dark State in a Broken Rules match, which kind of hurts, but put the young talent over.
Jeff.
Good for that. But also,
ask Jeff how much it hurts.
Yeah, they had the poor Jeff. WWE had to be like, Jeff, do the spot.
Do the thing. He's like, what thing? You know the thing. I don't want to.
Motherfucker, I'm almost 50. I don't care. Jump off the 20-foot ladder.
They said we don't care. Get up there. Oh, God.
He really is fucking broken now.
Dude. So, like, I talked about, cheap plug, by the way, since we're doing so many of this on this one. There's going to be an episode that drops tomorrow. It is the Halloween Havoc review from the TSK featuring a very special guest. It was going to be Beer, but unfortunately he slept. And he's just as mad for missing it. Trust me, he's just as mad. But it is what it is. But we talked about it, and I love the Broken Hardys. I do. Like, I wasn't a big old fan of them at first. I seen him coming over, and you know what? I got excited for it. I went back, started watching it on the TNA run. It's brilliant. It really, truly is. At the end of the day, it's brilliant. It kept the Hardys alive and relevant. But what's not going to keep them alive and relevant is having Jeff fucking squash dudes with this swanton, just good old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Like, for parents, like, you got like a 3-4-year-old that just likes jumping off the couch all of a sudden, that's Jeff Hardy. I'm just going to go, bang, and that's where I land. I'm not going to, I get it, dude, that's your move, and maybe, the fucking doing the swanton real fast and taking a little bit of a bump on your hips ain't going to do good no more, but you can't keep squishing dudes. You can't keep squishing dudes. And then, this ladder spot, it's like 18-foot ladder or whatever, and just comes crashing down, and all I saw was a flashback from, I want to say, 21, where fucking Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara off the fucking forklift, and he just goes plamp. And I'm like, well, Jeff's dead. He's just dead. And then they leave him there. So I was like, he's really dead. Like, he's literally he's dead. And nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit that Jeff Hardy just died.
Yeah, the Swanton is right. It used to be so graceful. He'd not rotate until the last possible second, and it looked so great. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
He's a lot older now. He's had a lot of bumps on the back.
A lot.
So I think for the last 6-7 years, maybe, he's kind of changed the Swanton to just a fucking pancake. And it looks rough.
There's so many kids doing this stupid meme right now. But yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, it looks terrible rough.
Thankfully, Jeff's not a huge guy, so I can imagine there's not a whole lot of weight coming down on these big muscular guys, but still. It's not very nice.
I don't give a fuck how big or little you are, dude. Don't squish me. Shit.
Unless you're Spike Dudley pancaking me, I'm going to be hurting.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's like the only him
Spike.
and like Hornswoggle. That's cool. Yeah, you guys get a pass. That's probably about it.
So I haven't actually seen Halloween Havoc because I keep saying we need to get more into NXT, but I've seen what's happened. So being that I don't really follow NXT that closely, Tatum Paxley comes out with the NXT Women's title.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with how much they've been building her up, so I don't know how much of a surprise this was, or if people saw it coming.
Same. So apparently it was a massive shot, dude. They had a banger. They did, and I said it, and I'll say it here. I love repeating myself, especially for like this kind of instance. For being an outsider, two ladies I've heard of, but never seen. They put on a fucking show. Tatum Paxley and who the other one was?
JC Jane.
JC Jane. And they put on a damn show. Tatum Paxley is. She might be another one. She might be another one that the E has just quietly hanging on to, because she can go. Oh boy, can she go! That was a very, very impressive NXT women's title match. Very, very impressive. One match you have to go out of your way and see. If there's only that's not true. There's 2 matches. If there's only 2 matches on this whole show you got to see out of the 6, it's the first 2. So Mystery Iguana and La Parka against Leon Slater and Javon Evans. And I don't know where I keep saying this, and I need Beer to like channel my brain and help me figure out where the fuck I know Leon Slater from, because I don't know. But I've heard the name so much, but I have no idea where I know him from. But this kid is fucking hella impressive. Javon Evans, hella impressive. These guys are out there having fun. I got lost, bro. They filmed this in Arizona. Bullshit. For the first 2 matches, I was in fucking Tijuana, all right? I was in fucking Tijuana, Mexico, just hanging out in the fucking arena, Mexico, while these guys were going bananas. Mystery Iguana is hella entertaining. La Parca is every version of La Parca, just a different one, because that's how they roll. And then that match was fucking brilliant. And then we get El Heel del Dr. Wagner Jr., which they just called him Dr. Wagner so many times, which I'm like, God damn, Dr. Wagner looks fucking young as shit. No, it's the grandson of Dr. Wagner, so it's the son of Dr. Wagner Jr. against, and he's getting so close to becoming my favorite Canadian, but my current second favorite Canadian, fucking Ethan Page. I was mad when AEW let this kid go, or this man go. And he's over here saying, you're goddamn right, you should be mad because look at this. Look at how fucking good I am. And he and Dr. L, the son of Dr. Wagner Jr., I'm going to say it for all the English speakers out there, put on a fucking show. Put on a show in this Dios de la Muertes match, Day of the Dead match. It was outstanding. It was outstanding. I will immediately follow that up with, as awesome as Ethan has been in NXT since leaving AEW, what the fuck is Ricky Stark's excuse? I could give a motherfuck about him. He's so
Yeah, he came in with all the appeal and all the aura, and yeah.
Yeah, indeed. And then him and Trick, I was expecting a lot more out of him and Trick Williams. A lot more.
I mean, I would say it could kind of be down to the timing with NXT and TNA doing the whole crossover, but that didn't really hurt Ethan Page.
No. I don't know if I don't know. I just kind of, I'm going to be brutally fucking honest here. Like, I like Ricky. But I here's the fun thing. I make the stupid comparison every week, all the time, about LA Knight. He's the carbon copy of Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock from the Attitude Era, with a similar body and physique of John Cena. And you wrap all that into one, and you put your own little personality spin on it, and you have LA Knight. And it's working for him. Ricky's Saints is a miniature version of The Rock. There is no in-be-fucking-tween. He is a miniature version of The Rock as far as personality goes. Ring-wise, he's the same indie nerd we've seen on NWA and every other shit promotion before he got here. He's nothing special. He can go kind of, but he needs someone to go with him. And if they don't know how to go with him to his pace, if they're faster than him, it looks so bad. And guess who is faster than him? Trick fucking Williams was. And it just looked so mediocre, and he's doing a little extra selling, and everything just takes a little extra long, and it just, I don't understand how you went from hot ass matches to finishing mild. And I do mean mild. It was a gut punch. But no, for sure, NXT needs to be something we all for sure need to get into, because I want to see this continuous fucking decline of Ricky Saints and how he's going to end up stuck in NXT, because he ain't going to the main. I'm sorry.
No,
he's not.
I think it's the same as Jade. It's WWE picking up AEW's shiny toy, where AEW got him over and made him look good, and WWE was just like, get him.
Get him. Get him. Look at this. 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 Cody is fucking all in Triple H's ear. You got to get him. You got to get him. And then they get him, and then fucking Sean's like, why are you listening to Cody? Why are you listening to Cody? It's this fucking guy's causing me headaches over here.
It almost turned into Toy Story 2. Look what Buzz Lightyear can do. Yeah, there's a whole fucking aisle of them.
There's a whole bunch of them, fam.
Leon has been in TNA for a couple of years, but he's also been in Progress, Rev Pro, and GCW.
He's from out there, no?
He's from Bradford, yeah. From Bradford.
English. Bradford.
Oh,
wow.
That's rough.
Yep. That's a rough part of town. But that's good. He's impressive. Him and fucking Lee and Javon Evans need to stay a tag team. That's not true, because I think Javon Evans is awesome on his own, right? But I mean, if they stay a tag team, though, I think they'd be great. But again, Those two matches, just go out of your way and check out. And speaking of matches we should check out, it is time to get back to the promo climax action. They were once stablemates. They had been opponents before, and now they could end up squaring off for the Knowledge Championship again at the upcoming promo series. But tonight, they battle for the top spot of Block A, and at this point, it's either beat beer or you ain't getting there. So let's see if these boys got it. It's Cypher. It's Tedd P Dinero. It's Block A. Let's see who takes the points.
What's understood doesn't need to be explained. And if you don't get it, then it obviously ain't for you to get. But what I don't get, Teddy, is who made you the glitch in the system? Who made you the encrypted firewall? Who made you the virus that infects Max Wrestling daily? Well, I got news for you, bitch. I got the Norton's 360 for your ass. And I'm closing down your server quicker than the Xbox Live chat room. If you know, you know. Take this promo climax. Dude, I'm pulling a U right now. I'm filming this in the dark and I'm still gonna smoke your ass like a blunt. You the demon spawn of the demoness. But right now you looking like a secondhand lackey. You looking like a sucker. You looking like a chump. You looking like... No, dog, no. I ain't gonna hate on you, Teddy. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hate on you. But let's talk about it, Teddy. Promo Series 10. Challenging you for your knowledge title. Promo Series 10. I either walk in a champ or I walk out with nothing. But at the end of the day, one way or the other, I'm coming home with a belt. Whether it's unified or it's trivial. But don't get it twisted, Teddy. I got mad respect for you. Me and you go way back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. But remember this, first day I started, I wiped you out. You a battle rapper. I had no bars. And it's just like your promo, no bars, no sales signal, no service, no nothing. It's like your promos are sponsored by damn Temu Wi-Fi. You ain't got the charisma. You lack everything, bruh. Your promo game weaker than Nick Cannon's pullout game, cuz. Get it together, Teddy. How long before you realize you want to be world champ, just like everybody else? You could sit there and say, oh, no, that never happened, Cypher. That'll never happen, Corey. That can't be me, Flicks. I stay 10 toes down for my demon queen. Nah, bruh. There's always something. There's always something wrong. Because when the ones and zeros don't connect, system failure, you crash and burn. But I got a bar for your ass. At promo series, you done. Tedd P will be obsolete. And just like when a computer crashes and we done with it, it only take 3 buttons to deal with you. Control, Alt, Delete. You will never step in this promo game ever without going through me, Ted. You can sit there and your smoke and mirrors, your red light district. You think you in hell now, bro. You better take a deep breath and realize this reality. All hackers get caught eventually. Shit. See what happened to Alexander Rowan? Ooh. Did I say that out loud? Of course I did. It's me. I'm the high-speed internet. I'm the next gen. I'm the A1. This fast-walking, shit-talking prodigy of Max Wrestling is taking this promo climax game to the top. And you just gonna come up short. So show us something new, Teddy. Quit being so monotone and actually get some rhythm about you. Stop depending on other people to get you by. But love and respect, Teddy. I see you at Promo Series 10, cuz. Holla at me, pimpin'.
We're here again. Hey Corey, how you been, bud? I've been seeing you, bro. Looking at you. Be the guy I always knew you could be. Yeah, somebody who got their brain destroyed. You are very courageous, very resilient. I like that. I always like that about you, Corey. Resilient. There's no quitting you. You don't give up easily. I like that. See, the problem is there's nothing to me. There's absolutely nothing to me. It's absolutely nothing. It's absolutely nothing that you can do with me. Why? I am the glitch in the system. You, sir, you're a mild-mannered Flex Murdoch who recently turned on his best friend and claims he won't hurt a fly. But hey, what are we talking about here? No, I'll let you go ahead and get these points because you worked real hard on this. But I got one thing to say to the others. Don't play with me. Don't rush me. Be patient and let the chaos unfold. You don't know. You won't know. And that is going to be hard for you to get. Now, did you honestly think that we were going to end off on that? Oh no. Oh no. Corey Flex, whatever you would like to be called. You and your backstabbing ways. You've been at Dick Arnold of Brothers of Mass Destruction. Stab your brother Travis in the back for Blade for a nice new toy. Oh my goodness, look at you. Look at you go. And then DC. Nonetheless, we're here, right? We're here now. And are you ready for chaos? What's understood doesn't need to be explained. If you don't get it, it's not meant for you to get.
Some monsters don't hide under your bed. They walk among us. Take a journey with some of the darkest minds and twisted crimes in history. A brand new show. from Daz Lee, homicidal beasts and where to find them.
Welcome back to Max Wrestling. I am the captain. He is El Jefe, speak his name, and he appears on this Thriller Thursday.
Hey.
Once again, make sure you drop a people's elbow on the like button and a 5-knuckle shuffle on the subscribe button. Follow us on all podcast platforms and social media at Max Wrestling UK, and make sure you visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Yeah.
Now we've delved into WWE, little bit of NXT, but
Slow it.
we're going now on to Friday Night Dynamite and find out what happened last night. So some of this is going to be a surprise to me because I've only seen like half of Dynamite so far. Reason being, our clocks went back in the UK on Sunday, so I'm currently an hour closer to Mo right now. So
Hey.
I've had a little bit of less time this week, and I think it's the same next week before your clocks change.
Actually, no, ours changed, I want to say on Sunday. Now you got to double check. And so pretty sure daylight savings time.
It's usually a 2-week gap.
Yep, nope, the second. So November the 2nd. So Sunday, we're all good. So we'll be right back to Norman.
Just for this week, then.
Yeah, just for this week. So next week.
Until Mania season.
That's right, Mania season. Jiminy Christmas. And that's one of the busy times of the year, too. But, oh, well, it is what it is. So you saw for a little bit of this. After doing a show with Mike, I can now forever and never unhear Bag of Dicks, Daniel Garcia. He sounds like he's got a bag of dicks in his mouth every time he cuts a promo. I think he was cosplaying as fucking Brock Lesnar minus the gloves because he looked like Brock Lesnar out there with his fucking gym shorts and his knee pads. And I'm like, and it's got BG or whatever on his shorts. I'm like, who the fuck is Brian Garcia? I don't know who Brian Garcia is. Like, what the fuck? Like, somebody fucked his pants up or whatever. He's out there wrestling like a fucking nerd. He's not doing anything impressive. I could give a shit. Orange Cassidy's got, like, weird-looking fucking screen when he comes out, but that was it. And I'm like, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
Anyway, these dude, it was all Halloween-based-ish or whatever. It just looked really stupid. They come out. They're all just kind of fighting all over the place. But this is meant to consistently lead to what has been, I guess, inevitably going on, which is Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, Wheeler Yuta, the fucking the conglomeration with Darby Allin, and the fucking, I almost called them the Hurt Syndicate, and the Moxley Murder Crew, Blood and Guts, which we'll get to as they announce it later on in the thing. But shockingly, Darby Allin wins via submission. Hook is talking some bullshit in the background. That was a cool thing. Don Callis buttering up the Young Bucks, I thought was awesome.
Yes.
Because they're all like, what? People know us? People like us? Like, oh my God, you guys are fucking, it's like fucking kids. Like, oh, I'm with the popular kids now. Like, he just felt so entitled. It was hilarious. But he's like, he's like, I know you don't need a family. He's like, I know you guys don't need nobody. He's like, but you always have family by your side. And the way they shot this is on the fucking screen in the background introducing them. And he's like perfectly in between the Young Bucks. I was like, that was awesome. Says that they're the most athletic team in the history, the most athletic tag team in history, the greatest tag team of the millennium. I'm sure the Hardys are pissed off hearing that. And that shit was fucking great.
There was a shot at Kenny Omega too that he shoved in there.
Oh, that's
great.
Right. They were former friends of that loser Kenny Omega. I'm like, this guy hates Kenny, so I hope Kenny is laughing every time he hears this, like every time, and I'm sure they have like a big old hug afterwards. But it's the Young Bucks, FTR, Jet Speed, and Jurassic Express, 4-way to figure out who's going to be the tag title contenders against Brodito. And I really didn't see FTR winning, but FTR won. I was expecting it to be the Bucks. It wasn't the Bucks. I was kind of hoping for Jurassic Express, but I also felt like that'd be a little too early. So it ends up being FTR who kind of stole it. It is what it is. So yeah, we'll get FTR against Brodito. Don't know if that means the end of Brodito. Or not the end of Brodito, but at least the end of their fucking their title reign. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. And then, of course, again, everything's foreshadowing. So we get a Don Callis family summit, which I don't know what a summit is, but here we go. It's a summit, meaning we're going to hang out and have a conversation. And all this has to do with the heat between Okada and Takeshita. The former multiple-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion against the new kid, the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion. The fucking tension is there. And they're all in there trying to... Takeshita's like real, like, yeah, I'll shake your hand. Yeah, no big deal. Yeah. He's in there like hand right there. And then, of course, we get the slow creeping Okada. I was expecting him to do the fucking his signing up. Just flips him off. Causes all kinds of ruckus. They have to break it up. Obviously, the implode happens. Now it's a matter of... Are they listening enough to have Okada lose the unified title to Takeshita before he goes to Japan? Or is this a way to flip-flop the whole world and send Okada to Japan for the G1? Either way, I'm overly enthusiastic for it. Chris Statlander's backstage. First off, within 5 seconds, I figured out exactly what she was dressed as. I thought, actually, that's not true. 10 seconds, because for the first 5 seconds, I was like, God damn, she's a cheap ninja. No, she's Goku Black. So shout out to the anime lovers out there. She was Goku Black. But she got dog walked to the ring. Like, dude, can you stop making her look like a nerd? Please. For the love of all things holy. She is the top women's champion of your fucking brand, and you're treating her like shit. You're treating her like shit. Like, I don't like... It's like telling Harry Kane, hey, dude, thank you for coming to Bayern. Now go play with the kid. Like, go play with the under-21s. Go practice with them. It's like, huh? It's a fucking slap in the face. It's a slap in the face. And that's exactly what this whole thing is, slap in the face. This is where the whole calamity thing happens. But beyond that, if you didn't get a chance to watch this one, John Moxley, Kyle O'Reilly, go watch it. These fucking dudes, I need more of this. More of this, where it's... But then again, they're both jiu-jitsu guys. They both have a grappling background. It was ground-based. It felt like Kyle O'Reilly of old and a Moxley that you wanted to see. So I fucking loved this. Fucking loved it, and I need absolutely more of it. Claudio Castagnoli and fucking Roderick Strong break up the or not Roderick Strong, but Claudio fucks up the match. Roddy comes down to make the save. That's when Yuta and Garcia head down, and then Darby and everybody and fucking Mark Briscoe. Then it takes 3 dudes to tell fucking Moxley they want to do blood and guts. Like, we haven't been doing fucking build up for blood and guts for about a month. And then but I will admit, it was the best guy to announce it, because he's like, no, I don't want to announce it. No, I don't want to do it. They're like, well, Orange Cassidy's going to tell you. And he's blood and guts. He's all mad. He's like a teenager that's got to go to fucking school. I don't want to go to school, Mom. It was awesome. Oh, Lord. Bandito had a cool little like video with his like his mom or whatever, hung out for his Ring of Honor television defense or whatever, or his grandmom or whatever, came in from Mexico. I was like, oh, that was really sweet. Oh yeah, Brian Danielson rocking a Hechicero mask. I was like, are you trying to be Excalibur? No, you're trying to be Hechicero for Halloween. Shame on AEW for giving Julia Hart and Sky Blue no fucking entrance, but giving the random crazy ass ragtag tag team of fucking Jamie Hayter and Queen Amanita a fucking entrance is a bit disrespectful. But the Sisters of Sin pick up the win anyway and advance in the women's tag team title tournament, as it should continue. And then a massive shout out. He's going to get some awesome points. He's going to get some brub points for this one to Tony Schiavone, donning yet again the Phantom of the Opera costume from Halloween Havoc back in 1990. You can see pictures of him wearing that, talking to guys like Sting. I was going to say Hulk Hogan, but no, Sting. Sting's the main one on that one. I forget who else they have a picture of with him. But yeah, fucking good shit. Actually, I want to say it might have been Mark Calloway back when he was the Big Red, or whatever the fuck he used to be called. But Tony's back there talking, and apparently Penelope Ford tore her UCL. It's a big arm ligament, so she is out indefinitely, and she's going to make sure that every woman feels her pain when she comes back. Bane was willing to have any woman make history with her, and Marina Shafir, of all people, walks in, says, "Don't worry, I'm listening." So it looks like they're going to tag, and that could be cool. I think. I don't know. I kind of also don't give a shit. I really don't. I think the fucking women's tag team tournament is already pre-decided on who's going to win it. It's either going to be, it already looks like the final is going to probably be like, who is it? It's Willow Nightingale and Statlander against fucking the other two Jahoobs, Monet and fucking, goddamn, oh my God. Athena. Jesus Christ, I forgot her name for a minute. And then the main event, dude, anybody else but Samoa Joe could have won this match, and you'd had me doing backflips. You would have had me doing backflips. But we already know Samoa Joe was going to win. We knew before the fucking show started that Samoa Joe was going to win. But it was a, what they call it, a fight night four-way fight. I'm like, dude, stop coming up with these names. Like, Tony Khan heard, like, Five Nights at Freddy, and he's all like, let's try to spin this into our own thing. And it's like, no, you're a fucking moron. Samoa Joe, Hook, Ricochet, Bobby Lashley. Again, anybody but Samoa Joe could have won this, and I'm doing fucking backflips. Bobby Lashley looked strong. Hook looked resilient, but Ricochet. It was Ricochet that put on the fucking show for this one. And at this point, I understand that he's the leader of a faction and they're trying to go after the trios titles and all that other fun jazz. But he's a dude that deserves like a singles run with something. And it needs to happen sooner rather than later. Like Ricochet is on that level now. Let's elevate the singles guy to that point, because again, the Gates of Agony, the Demand, whatever the fuck I forget what they're fucking called. They're not enough, but he can be more than enough by himself. So let's start pushing Ricochet now. Let's start pushing Ricochet. I was really hoping he'd be Prince Puma for Halloween, but he wasn't.
I'm so confused why we had this match. I thought we were already set on Joe Hangman 2.
Same. But because it's Halloween and Thunder Snow, we're going to have a fatal four-way to determine who's number one contender. Even though we had already built to a rematch at the end of the fucking last pay-per-view.
Oh, man, this is like fucking Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler. When Shayna debuted on Raw, they instantly started feuding. Shayna's attacking Becky. And then it's like, we're going to have an Elimination Chamber match to find out who's going to challenge Becky. And obviously it's fucking Shayna.
You're like, what? But that's what I was saying. It's like the matches were really good, but the storytelling of where we're going, it's like, dude, we knew about where we were going 2 weeks ago. Why are we just now putting it out there? We knew where we were going weeks ago. Like, come on. You make it so obvious, and we get it, and it should be obvious, and we should get it, but like, don't
blatantly
dangle it. Yeah, maybe not so blatantly, or if so, don't drag the build on. Make it happen, and then make it a known fucking feud, and then that's why they're angry at each other all the time, and then build that feud for a month. Instead of waiting 2 weeks to figure out, to repeat that, hey, these guys are going to feud, hey, these guys are going to feud, and then determine they're officially the feud and give them 1 week to build. It's like, dude. Ridiculous.
But the ending was cool.
Yes.
The switch between Shivani and Hangman.
Yes, that was awesome. I fucking love Hangman. Hangman's is one guy right now who I don't want to say he can't do wrong in AEW, but he's finally hitting on all of the cylinders we have expected this Hangman to hit on. He's not the dude that was Kenny Omega's partner. He's not the guy that was part of the Elite. He's not the crazy dude who's going to burn down your house. No, he is now all of those things, advancing in age, the now wiser, more charismatic, better in shape, better overall version of Hangman Adam Page, because he's everywhere. He's doing it in every level. Again, promos are better. Fucking, he's got the comedy level is there, but it doesn't have to be. You know, it's Hangman's the only one hitting on all cylinders. Thank you for it.
Yeah, this reign's going so much better than his first one.
Oh, that's a fucking understatement. Jesus.
Hangman appearing behind his rival is also just an ongoing meme.
Yes, it is. He just knows when to pop up and scare the shit out of you. And of all the people to freak out, Joe, like, goddamn.
Like, I'm not mad that they're having another match, but it's just that, again, we saw it coming, so why are we having a four-way number one contenders match? That's 3 guys that you know don't have a chance at winning. You may as well just announce we're having a rematch.
Yeah, just say that, like, you know, we're gonna go at it again or whatever. Like Tony Khan feels that whatever, and then you can have heat on Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Or at least have something going on in a couple of weeks building up to it where Lashley's getting in Hangman's face or Ricochet's getting in his face.
Yes.
Or Hook, but instead it's just Joe and 3 random guys that we know Joe's going to beat.
Again, the storytelling is seeable, baby. The book is open. We don't need to see every page.
All right, then let's get back to the promo climax, and I still can't actually believe that they've never faced before. After all this time, to claim the top spot of the Butcher Block, it is Moses Marquez versus Robert Davis.
You ain't got no stats this time, do you, bud?
The work is never done. Here we are, another week in the promo climax. And this time, I get the statistician. The man with multiple names. Then again, everybody in this brand has got multiple names. Talking about Robert Davis, but not specifically Robert Davis, because believe it or not, Robert Davis is a little too sweet for some of this nonsense. But you know who's not too sweet for this nonsense is the accountant to the Walmart version of the NWO, and that is the Robert Davis, the stat man of the CWO. Yeah, I get to use your name in there with the stat man because it kind of flows off the tongue or something like that. It's a moniker thing that has to happen for you. But see, the crazy fun thing about a statistician, a stat man, somebody who's willing to follow the percentages and the outcomes and the ratios and the algorithms, you've got nothing for this one. Because see, that's the fun thing about the promo climax. It was going to bring new challenges to some of the competitors. It was going to bring new challenges to the seasoned competitors, and it was going to bring seasoned challenges to the new competitors. And it's done so beautifully. As you can tell throughout this entire tournament, guys like Brew Capone finally getting points on the board. Guys like Blade Rodriguez going from being a dominant television champion to getting absolutely nothing in return, to now Robert Davis and a few others making their return to a brand they once said was not good enough. For people that left who said that this was not what they wanted, they are back in a new form, in a form that just may bother some, but I can see right through. You have no stats, you have no facts, you have no percentages, you have no nothing, Rob, because this is the very, 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 very first time in the absolute crazy long history of Max Wrestling that you and I have crossed paths on a negative side, at a competitor's level. The crazy thing is, bro, we do a show together. We are the TSK. That's one part of you. This part of you, the stat man, however, is controlled by none other than the Walmart leader of them all, A.T. Wrestler. And then, of course, you got your henchman, Tedd P Dinero. And I can go down the entire squad that you have, and I can list off reason after reason after reason after reason after reason after reason after reason why you guys are a bunch of losers. Just like LAFC lost twice to this beautiful club. And it's a similar process that can happen this time. It's a similar process that can happen every time. And San Diego beats LA. The season bet beats the guy who wants to make the comeback. The team that they had it all loses against the guy who's more confident than them all. In a normal match, it's 50-50. But you see, the stat man's on a roll. So I got to give him some extra points. But you know who else is on a roll, and you know who else is unbeaten through this tournament? Me. You know who has been on top of this board since it started? Me. You know who plans to be on top of this board when it's all over? Me. There's a destiny afoot. It's me versus beer. And everyone else is just in our way. Rob, I love you, but the stat man is useless for this. Because the simple stat that you can keep starting right now is you'll be 0-1 against the only one who could take down the entire CWO by their lonesome. Back of the net. 3 points for your boy. Up the town. And we ain't talking about LA.
It's been quite the promo climax for us, hasn't it? You see, you can crunch every number. You can calculate every metric. You can twist every stat that you want. It still won't change the truth. Moses Marquez, this has been a long time coming. I know this is something that you've wanted for a very long time. If there's one thing I want you to understand, it's this. Is that no matter what you do, that you're always going to be riding my coattails. You try your best to be a chick imitation of the original. And I do this better part-time than you can ever dream of doing it full-time, and the stats prove it. The only number that matters is how many times you've been behind me. 10 steps, 10 miles, 10 lifetimes. No matter how hard you grind, no matter how many promos you do, how much better that you think you're getting, you're never going to catch up to me. You see, you've been chasing my shadow since day one. You've even stolen some of my bits. You know I'm not going to sink to the level of bringing your ethnicity into question, pero yo soy mexicano también. Y es muy importante. Nuestra gente. El próximo semana. Hell, you even spoke Japanese during the promo. After you heard me tell you that I was going to do it. Nihongo ga wakarimasu ka, Moses Marquez? You do. And you do it pretty well. You've been chasing my shadow since day one, and I'm done pretending that you're competition. For this being a first-time match, I want you to know something. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking past you. I'm looking right through you. Because you know what? Over the last several weeks, there's been bigger matters at hand. And you're just a footnote in the story. Ten years ago, I was ready to end it all. Every night I'd stare into the void, hoping, begging for something to stare back. One night something did. He stared back at me. In the darkness. My, was it comforting. 4 years later, you came along. And together we did the most unspeakable things. We painted the night in chaos, but I put him away. I locked him deep down where no one could hear him screaming. You see, for years he's been clawing, he's been screaming, He's been demanding to be set free, and lately, he's been watching you, Demoness, and he's disappointed. He looks at you and what you've become. He sees you laughing with the mortals. He sees you basking in the light, and he doesn't recognize you. Where's the creature that he met in the shadows? Where's the one who burned the little piggy for fun? Where's the demoness that made hell proud? He wants you to know something, Demoness. He's disgusted. And he'll be waiting for your answer. Because when the darkness calls again, you better pray that he doesn't answer.
Let me out. Right, we are just 4 weeks away from our next Max event, and it is one of the Big 5. Join us Thursday, November 27th for the 10th annual promo series Endgame, featuring predictions from WWE's Survivor Series from here in sunny San Diego, California, and all the reactions from AEW's Full Gear.
Yeah, we also bring you a Tag Team TV Rules Clash for the Max Tag Team Championships as DC and Mo defend against Mike Larkin and his debuting partner Stevie Nicks, aka the S&M Show.
It's going to be at Donnybrook. It'll also be the grand final for the promo climax as the winners of Block A and Block B will face each other for the Unified Championship. And at this point, it may even be multiple opponents in these matches, and the runners-up will have their own bit of fun as they will face each other for an unspecified championship.
Cannot wait for the end of it. And as is tradition, the Knowledge Champion defends their gold in the 9th annual Winner Stays On Gauntlet. Tedd P Dinero will go up against his first challenger, Moses Marquez, in a rematch from Summer's End. The winner will then defend against the second challenger, Cypher, followed by an unconfirmed third opponent.
The Winner Straight On trivia is a tough one. It's one you got to be a part of. And speaking of being a part of, once again, it'll come your way November 27th, as you should be here, because it'll be right here on the YouTubes and, of course, on all the podcast platforms. Make sure you go to maxwrestlingnet.com/promo series for more information.
Do it now. All right, before we end the show on the last couple of segments, we promised you we would hear from our very own world champion, and it's the most appropriate time of the year because it's Halloween tomorrow. So, hide behind your blankets, hide behind your pillows. It is time to hear from the Demoness this Thursday thriller.
It's scary in here.
It is us, the Queen of the Darkness, the Queen of Max Wrestling, the Demon of Hell, the one you all fear. Happy Halloween, mortals, or in our case, Day of Freedom. The day we and all the other creeps of the world can rise freely and torment you humans more than we normally can. Happy Halloween, my sweets. You cannot have a Max Wrestling show without yours truly. Because I would have cursed you if I hadn't been here, champ or not. Why am I here? Two of you mortals want something that I have. You're not deserving of it, but you've been asking. So I have a proposition. No, we're demon. We tell. 2 of you will go against each other at Promo Slam. Whoever wins faces us for this beautiful belt that you two keep going on about. Cannot keep my name out of your mouths. You're focused more on me than your own competitors who you're supposed to be going against. But you're human. We expect nothing else. Jonathan B. You are one of these people. You keep telling the world how Nicola is dead. A figment of all of your imaginations. All that is left now is us. You can keep looking, but you will not find her anymore. The nice Nicola is no more. I promise you that. Cypher, my sweet little Cypher, who keeps calling us Megan Black Girl. What's the true story there, Cypher? Are you making it up? Let's find out. Jonathan B. Cypher, you two will go against each other at Promo Slam. Whoever wins that gets the Demoness. You don't have a choice on whether you accept or not. I'm telling you, this is happening. This is how it goes. I will see you mortals very soon. Happy Halloween from Max Wrestling, from the Black Hearts, from deep into the heart of wrestling, from the CWO. Happy Halloween, mortals. Lock your doors. Turn your mirrors. I'm coming in. Everybody dies.
So it seems like no matter what happens in the promo climax, Beer and Cypher are gonna get their match against each other. If they both accept, the Demoness calls them both out to face each other at Promo Series, with the winner getting a shot at her World Championship at Promogeddon, which is a new event in December, by the way.
Hey.
So,
Okay.
while they've been focused on the promo climax and the TV title, the dual title, and the unified title, the Demoness has just been sitting watching everything with her World Championship. So there's another prize on the line very soon. But
Goodness gracious.
before we get answers from them, we have 2 lists. One is nice, one is not so nice, but we always check them twice. It's time for the bell end board.
You guys say some shitty crap.
A bellend? You're a bellend, mate. Look, bellend 1, bellend 2, big veiny bellend over here.
I think we kick it off with Goldberg.
I was just going to say,
Right.
whether this is an old one or not, it's going on the board anyway.
I'm tempted to give him a point for every number in his streak, but that's overdoing it a little bit. But let's go. I'm going to double what he's already on. So 40 points puts him on 80
There you go.
for dumbass comments about you being bitter about a superstar like Asuka breaking your precious streak.
Yeah, that meant absolutely nothing.
You got anybody?
Let's say hindsight's a motherfucker. Who? Is there anybody I have? Who talks shit? Was there somebody else that talked shit? No, that was the only thing that Chris sent us was that part. Goodness gracious. Oh, TK. I want to give TK points. And again, we would do the same exact thing if Sean or Uncle Paul or whatever were doing a lot of this foreseeable booking. So TK gets, I'll give him 30 because again, we need a little bit, we need a little better out of you, bud. Need a little better out of you. This is forced. It's lazy booking. We're beating our leading champion on the women's side to push somebody that people are already sick of. So yeah, you're fucking up, bud. You're fucking up. It's time to let B-Dry take over or something, dude. For real.
Yeah. He definitely needs help with creative.
Seriously.
How many points for TK?
30.
30. 536.
God dang, he's up there.
On the same thing, I'm going to drop 30 points on Triple H then because Raw was very run of the mill. I think you maybe could have come up with something better for the World Championship because Jay is kind of polarizing these days. You either love him or you just like, why is he in the main event?
I feel like he's getting the John Cena effect.
Yeah, and Roman, where they're pushing this guy, but he's not quite hitting the right notes.
I think what it is with the Roman part is they really love the pop he gets on a return, and they're like, all right, we'll go away for 2 months now and then come back. And it's like, stop doing that. Just get him in the mix. I understand that you're putting him in the mix, needing him in the mix, not to lead the mix. But at some point in time, I keep saying mix is going to lose all its meaning. But there was a point in time where you had to do that with Steve Austin. You had to do it with Shawn Michaels, with The Rock, with John Cena, with Randy Orton. I could go down a list longer than fucking, the 1001 moves that Chris Jericho knows.
Yeah.
But that's the thing,
So 30 for Triple H. I don't think it's really fair to put points on Jade. Because even though the heel turn seems desperate, it's not really her fault.
No, that one I'm gonna. Yeah, we're gonna give points to our favorite fucking SmackDown writer for that one. And if we're giving TK and we're giving Uncle Paul 30, then 30 goes to Road Dogg.
All right, he's on 100.
No,
once you're in triple figures, you know you fucked up for the year.
Yeah.
Goodness. Oh, yeah, 20 points to Vince Russo.
Because right, trapping balls.
He's spent how many years shitting on the industry that earned him his living, where he was like, I only watch wrestling, bro, now because I get paid to watch it, bro. And then he's criticizing stuff like, a belt's just a prop, bro. Don't take it too serious. It's literally your job. It was your job to make it seem serious. He's now in what JCW?
Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
I mean, I don't really want to know.
Juggalos and juggalettes. Fucking wow. I thought that shit died with WCW, and apparently the fuck not.
Same with Russo,
but
really.
Hey, if he wants to kick it with the insane clown posse, you knock your fucking socks off. But whatever amount of points you're going to give Russo, I need to add 50. Because this nerd, and I posted it on both of the groups this week, and I'm so glad you brought his name up because it clicked in my head. This fucking nerd got pissed off over what was going down in AEW because Tony Khan used the phrase family friendly. Now, I remember this quote pretty vividly off of fucking Russo, so it may not be verbatim, but for the like of me, it was pretty much, you can't go around having people like Darby Allin drown Jon Moxley and all the blood and all the other shit you do, and then use family friendly or pitch the idea of family friendly, when you're doing all this shit. When the reality is he said he wants to keep ticket prices family friendly. It had shit to do with the product. He wants to ensure that the families, the sickos, if you will, that want to go to this as a whole, they're not paying out the fucking nose. I've been talking about it since the tickets were announced that Survivor Series in San Diego, California. Yes, it's a stadium show. Yes, it's one of the big five. Yes, yes, yes. It starts at $200+. If I'm not mistaken, and please somebody correct me, but there's been times where the Royal Rumbles got tickets under $100. There's a lot of times where WrestleMania is selling tickets under $100. Why in the hell is it $280+ for Survivor Series? Because Brock Lesnar's on the show? Is that it? Because you put him in the poster, but it's that's too much. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I don't see these guys being in the same room ever.
No. Never.
Especially on screen, Roman, Punk, Cena, Brock.
And they're just like, hey, let's all dress up in suits and hang out right here. Why? Why? Because fuck you, that's why. God damn.
There's not many names to add. I don't think he said anything else this week, but it's probably only a matter of time, so I'm going to add 10 points to Matt Riddle just because.
Oh, God, Matt Riddle talking shit about Brock Lesnar. Like, dude, can you not? Can you not? You were a middleweight decent fighter. He was a UFC multiple-time heavyweight champion. Stop it. You're not going to fight him. You're not going to out-wrestle him. You're not going to nothing. You're not going to nothing. You're going to ask if he wants to smoke, and he's going to think you're talking about meat. Fuck's sake.
Oh, Riddle. Riddle me this.
Riddle you that.
Okay, so not an especially bad week for the Bell End board, so let's go to the other list and put some points on the Bruv board. Bruv.
Bruv.
Bruv, bruv, brother, bruv, 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 brother.
Bruv board. Bruv board, bruv board, bruv board. I'm giving points to Ricochet. I don't know, that's not true. No, not struggling with it. It's been coming. This dude has been great with the demand. Yes, I've been talking shit about their weird faction because they were wrestling the Hurt Syndicate after wrestling the Hurt Syndicate just to wrestle the Hurt Syndicate. But now that part is over, he looked awesome in this fucking main event. Absolutely awesome, to the point where, again, I keep talking about you need to get him onto something. Get him on a roll somewhere doing something singles championship-wise. Kyle Fletcher needs to lose that belt sometime soon. Maybe Ricochet and the Demand are a part of it. So 25 points to Ricochet for an awesome showing. Oh, God, there's 50 points. I'm going to say this, and Kenny Omega is going to wake up in the middle of the night. 50 points to my new favorite Canadian, Ethan Page. Kenny just woke up from a fucking horrible nightmare. Who's Ethan Page? God, he's fucking awesome. He's so awesome. Ethan Page gets 50 for his match against the son of Dr. Wagner Jr. And just for being so awesome. So awesome. And then as we're doing this review, Nicola brings up how great he was in TNA. And you know what brings me right back to it? The Karate Man.
The Karate Man.
The fucking Karate Man. God damn. You know what? Yeah, Ethan Page made me watch TNA. I'll say it like that. Ethan Page made me watch Impact, not TNA. Sorry, Impact. Don't want to get fucking shot at.
Yeah.
God, was there? And then I really want to give all four of them a point, but I don't want to do it like that. So I'm going to stick it with Leon Slater and Javon Evans, that tag team, the selling, the dramatics, the continuity, the connectivity, the tag team chemistry. These kids have it. And what made it better is fucking Mr. Iguana dude keeps throwing the fucking iguana at him, the Yeska, and they're just like, hey, you catch it back. Like that one spot fucking absolutely killed me. They fucking do a tope. He does a tope, and he's like, here, catch your iguana. Maybe you won't splash us. No, I laughed so hard I love these dudes. 20 points for them as a whole because they're fucking excellent. And, God, was there anybody else? Was there Okada. I'm going to give Okada 25 points for speaking his mind. Bitch. Why? Because he does it each and every week. And again, I whatever cool direction you want to take this, whether it is Takesha overcoming the great Okada and walking in there dripped in gold and wrestled in the Tokyo Dome January the 4th, or if you flip-flop reverse it and you shock the world by sending the great Okada back to New Japan as IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Either way, this feud's going to be awesome. But for right now, I'm still leaning more on the awesomeness going towards Okada. But eventually, once this breakup happens, it'll all go to Takesha.
I'm going to drop... he's already on the board. I didn't think he was. 20 points to Don Callis.
Yeah.
Because the intro for the Young Bucks was awesome.
Yes,
and the line, former best friends of that rat bastard Kenny Omega, killed me.
Yes, that rat bastard. That's how you know you don't like somebody called rat bastard.
I'm also going to drop points for Hook for taking me right back to when I was, when the fuck did this come out? Like 10 years old with the D12 t-shirt.
For real.
I'm pretty sure the reveal of that t-shirt got a pop too. So 10 points to Hook. Because nobody talks about D12 anymore.
No, it's been a long time.
And strangely enough, even though I never listened to it, Purple Pills is still, it just keeps popping in my head.
It randomly will. Once you find it or listen to it again, you will not get it out of your head for at least another 7 years. I promise you. I remember being
points
for. Go ahead.
I remember being amazed because obviously it charted, but it was the clean version, Purple Hills, and then 10-year-old me finds out there's a naughty version called Purple Pills, and my mind is blown.
The things we grew up with, and nowadays we're like, this is crazy. You guys grew up with this?
Yeah, now you just got like Nicki Minaj rapping about her vagina anyway.
Right? And I'm like, dude.
That's nothing.
Take me back.
But back in the day, you couldn't talk about drugs.
No. You could talk about whatever else. You just couldn't talk about drugs. Now, shit, talk about whatever the fuck.
But you could talk about hills being purple. Like, what?
Hey. You're like,
that's
wait,
the effect
where
of
the hell
drugs.
are these purple hills? Hey. That's what it really is. We're giving points for being awesome. 20 to Tony Schiavone for the Phantom of the Opera gimmick. Again, making a comeback, 35 years later. I love it. Good job. Thank you for keeping the awesomeness happening. I know it's not Halloween Havoc, but it is a Halloween show for AEW.
Fright Night Dynamite. I'm sure Beal would do the same if he was here, so... You know what? Let's go 50. 50 points to Tatum Paxley.
Let's go.
Because again, you thought, like,
impressive.
I knew of her. I knew who she was and everything, but I didn't know how close she was to being pushed towards the women's title, so it's very nice to see.
Hey, again, for outsider in, baby, take me away. That match was outstanding. Outstanding.
Can't really think of anybody else.
Blake Monroe for winning the NXT North American Women's Champion. She looked dominant in that match. However, from what I'm hearing, and again, I fucking wish Beer was here. People are not happy with her because apparently she is carbon copy fucking Mariah May, just Blake Monroe. And I'm like, well, that can't be a bad thing. Well, the NXT crowd just doesn't get it. Oh.
Wait a minute.
And it shows.
Cody Rhodes is a carbon copy of his AEW gimmick and his indie gimmick. Literally, they dragged the entire package from AEW, the music, the pyro, the suits.
Everything.
The logo, everything. I know it's his logo and everything, but...
It's on his fucking neck. No, it's...
Same with Jade, actually.
But again, we're noticing... that it would work with some and not with all, which is why the consistent argument of MJF would just not work in WWE stands true. And we don't need another Miz or another wannabe Miz, but unfortunately, that's probably what MJF would end up as. He would be the loudmouth whatever, but we wouldn't see him as MJF of AEW. We would see him as the new version of the Miz.
A less famous Miz.
There it is, the less famous Miz.
I mean, we've already talked about Ricky Saints and how he's kind of stumbled a little bit on his transition to NXT. Basically being exactly the same as he was in AEW.
So this pick them and move them over ain't as easy as they think, but somehow AEW's handling it well. I don't understand. Freedom is a motherfucker. I'll tell you what.
I know who struggled the most is fucking Rusev.
Yeah, oh God, he just can't catch footing, period. But then again, I kept saying your best out in this industry is to leave. Go to Japan. Force them to change you. All Japan, New Japan, fucking Dragon Gate, wherever. Take off and go to Japan. Relearn how to work. Figure out how to get over. If you can get over in Japan, you can get over anywhere. It's the God's honest truth.
Yeah. I don't think we gave him points last week, but we should have done. Ilya Dragunov.
Hey, that's right. New U.S. champ.
New U.S. champ. Killed it. It was a great match, too, against Sami Zayn. Definitely deserves some points for Dragunov. Give him 20 points. For how long's he been out? Over a year?
Yeah, over a year.
That's how you do a comeback match.
This guy's going to end up out again for a year if he fucking doesn't slow down. But I don't want him to slow down. Don't slow down, big dog. Don't listen to me, brother. Keep going. You're awesome.
My only complaint about Dragunov is he still, when he does his entrance, he still moves and everything in time to his old music. Mm-hmm. And his old music was awesome, and I hate the fact that they changed it.
Because they suck. But
they did it with Gunther too. You can't have classical music. Why? It's awesome.
It's perfect. And it's uncopyrightable.
Yeah. They're vicious, violent, striking, evil foreigners. Give them the classical music. It works.
Come on, I mean, seriously. Look at William Regal's theme now.
Yes.
It's the same one he's had for years, and it's literally bam, 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 bam. It just sounds like you're British. That's what it sounds like. I'm an angry Brit.
Evil British villain.
Ta-da! It works. It works. I promise you. Ask Iron Sheik.
All right, let's leave it there then, because I don't think there's much. Again, it's been a kind of lazy-daisical week, but there's, apart from NXT stood out this week, and I haven't even watched it. I just know NXT stood out.
And Halloween Havoc was where it was at.
So thank you for joining us. We appreciate you all on this Thursday thriller. Happy Halloween, by the way, if we haven't already said it. Before we close this up, let's find out what's in store for the TSK with Click Talk.
Oh, my goodness gracious. There's actually a lot happening over the entire platform, so if I don't say it each and every week, it's going to start to bite me in the butt. Massive shout out to Big Mike Larkin for help keeping the TSK's page alive. TSK All MFN Day. Yes, I know it sounds like we say All MFN, but it's All MFN Day. That way you can check us out right there. The link will be down in the description. Halloween Havoc review with the TSK and a very special guest, the Demoness. Yeah, that's right. I just told you.
All right.
Is going to be dropping tomorrow on the appropriate day, Halloween. So don't trip on that one. It's not coming out late. It'll just be dropping with that one. I want to say Mike and the Blackhearts already did their own review. So check theirs out as well. But like I said, the TSK has got one coming. We also have some later episodes dropping still. And what's the other one that we're working towards? We are going to be doing, we have Survivor Series already planned. And we have World's End as well already up on the ball game. So those are going to be coming at you as soon as we can. I'm working with Beer, Corey, and probably Nicola at this point. The Footy Pod's trying to make a comeback. And by trying, we're trying to figure out a specific day so that way we could do previews and everything all on that one day, and then maybe on another day we'll do reviews of whatever. But For sure, you're going to have some solo stuff coming from me. Spurs are out of the Caribou Cup, which I could give a shit about, but we've got to talk about a lack of fucking form, and it's going to be abysmal and a big issue. Nicola wants to shit on West Ham. Can't be wrong with that one. Yes, we get to call her Nicola. She's not the evil person when she talks about her team, but she definitely sounds evil when she talks about her team. And Corey and I get to discuss what is in store for us this coming week, a best 2 out of 3 between our side and the side we're playing to see who moves on in the MLS playoffs. San Diego already won 2-1. They're 1 game in advancing. However, Charlotte's a game back. Can they make a comeback and win 2 straight to advance? We will figure it out, and we'll talk all about it. And the only way to figure out when and where we talk all about it is by following us on all the fun socials. So, of course, check us out on the evil Twitter machine, Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Podnet, Max Football Pod. And, of course, don't forget to check out the beautifully done website where you can find all these links and a whole bunch more, maxwrestlingnet.wwe.com. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button right here on the YouTubes, and then head on over to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the other fun social media like TikTok, because we're still hanging out around there, and apparently the U.S. is going to buy it soon, so we'll be back on there on a regular. But, of course, being a part of the Facebook group allows you to hang out and kick it with Aftermax, hang out with Corey, hang out with whomever may show up on the Aftermax, have you a part of the voting for the promo climax, and, of course, all the other fun that comes along with it. Predictions, championships, maybe you're an EVP because you post all the time, or maybe, just maybe, you want to get in the mix. That is Max Wrestling.
Yeah, and somebody needs to fix TikTok too, because I don't use it very often. But whenever anybody sends me a link to a TikTok, I click the link, it says open in the app, I click open in the app, and it takes me to the fucking app store.
Much. I hate it so much.
So if you're sending me, I can't watch them. It don't let me.
It's a pain in the ass.
That is it for now. We will see you next week for more promo climax action. And it's the last week of 2 matches. After that, we go back to 3 weeks for the final 2 weeks before promo series. So next week, it is Beer versus the Phoenix. One that I've kind of been dreading because it's Dragon Club versus Dragon Club. You know, we got Dragon on Dragon crime. But it's actually Beer's penultimate match in the tournament. So, I mean, he could still win his block if he wins this match, but he does have another one after that. And also next week is Blade Rodriguez versus Daniel Crimmins for the second time, I believe. They faced each other earlier this year. Obviously, DC stepping in for Chris Reed, so it would have been Blade versus Chris Reed. But Blade versus DC, let's go. That is all coming your way next week. And we're also getting closer and closer to Full Gear. We'll have predictions in a couple of weeks for that one. But for now, goodbye and good night. Happy Halloween. Bang!
Enjoy yourself. Don't eat all your kids' candy. But if you do, you're all right with me.
Maybe instead of bang, I should be saying stab, stab, stab.
Happy Halloween to all the bad guys and all the good girls. There's a good girl.